Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. AussieSim2 here, and today guys, I'm going to make an in-depth guide video on how to get long shots easy so you guys can unlock platinum faster. If you are new around here, could you please like and subscribe? It greatly helps the channel out, guys. Now let's not muck around, let's jump straight into it. Now a lot of people's guides I do see, not bashing on anyone, usually just tell you to go to ground war, take your tack insertion, get on top of a building, tack insertion down, mount up, and try and get as many kills as you can. And now, yeah, that works. That will work 100%. I see a lot of people ask how to get long shots inside of 6v6. So me personally, I feel like 6v6 is the way to do it. I had a lot of enjoyment actually doing my long shot challenges in 6v6. They were a lot quicker than me actually using ground war. I thought I'd show off a lot of the cool angles and positions you can hold as long as you are on domination. I should have mentioned that before. Make sure your game mode is set to domination for 6v6. It will make this a hell of a lot easier for you guys. I will jump over and just show you guys what kind of class setup I'm using and what attachment I recommend you guys should be using to get those long shots a hell of a lot easier. Now I'm going to show the Castov 762. The main things is anything that's going to negate as much recoil as possible, because going for long shots can be quite difficult if you are dealing with a lot of recoil. Anything that's going to increase recoil and damage range would be a bonus, but mainly anything that increases recoil. And make sure you have a long distance scope. I had taken a 5x magnification. This personally for me just felt right. You can even go higher and take a 6x magnification. Remember, you will get more sniper glint on your scope the higher magnification you go up. So I have just gone 5. It has a very small sniper glint. I didn't find that I was getting found out as much using this scope at all, so I feel like this one is very good. Now for the underbarrel, I am just using the TANGO, the foregrip, or whatever you want to call it. If you do have access to the bipods, use the bipods, because when you go prone, you are able to mount, which means you won't have to deal with so much recoil at long distance, and you'll have a much better time. So yeah, if you do have access to the bipod, highly recommend using them. If not, just take anything that's going to negate recoil. I did take like a flinch resistant grip, helps a lot with dealing with that kickback if you do get shot at. And the stock is just something that increases recoil, so just make sure you guys take anything that increases recoil. Now as for the perks, I would recommend taking Bomb Squad, EOD. I've taken Fast Hand, and just because I feel like Fast Hand is pretty good. And also Ghost, so you can stay in your one spot for longer without getting revealed by UAV. And field upgrades, I have taken the tack insertion. If you are in a good spot and you feel like you are getting a lot of kills, use the tack insertion, so at least when they kill you, you will spawn straight back there. I will give one tip though: leave your tack insertion away from where you're actually sitting, so that when the enemy kills you, they're not going to just see your tack insertion and camp on it, and then you might spawn behind them and you might get the drop on them again. It's really funny when that does actually happen, but it definitely doesn't happen the second time. That person's definitely looking for your tack insertion then. And I did obviously take a munition box, because sometimes you do run out of ammo fairly quickly, especially going for long shots. So I just thought the munition box would just be handy just to replenish your ammo when you are out. Now obviously we'll timestamp where I am actually going into game and showing the long shots in general, so you guys don't have to listen to me rambling on about class setups and perks and field upgrades and all that kind of stuff. But now I am going to obviously show you guys the angles I was using in certain maps. Not every map has long shots that you can use. Some maps are better than others, but these areas I just find are really good, because you do usually have like a B or A flag in those positions, and they are high traffic enemy areas. The first spot I'm going to show you is on Albagra. Albagra is pretty good for long shots in general, but I find these spots are really good. This is one that you can mount up on, and you're looking at double doors. A lot of people do come through the double doors and just this general courtyard area in the Pacific. Another really good one is being down here by B. B is obviously down there by the truck. Enemies do usually come on the other side of the truck, and that will be a long shot anywhere up to a little bit past the truck. It will still count as a long shot, but that's 50 meters there. I think a long shot for the ARs are like 8 meters or so. I'm not exactly sure. Again, you can just reposition here and look over at A and get them coming down this like stair area. That will also be another long shot as well. I probably didn't mention this at the start. This is mainly for ARs and maybe LMGs and stuff that's kind of annoying to get long range kills in. Now the next one, I like this one. You can kind of mount up. You might not get a lot of people here, but it is looking directly into that window, and I feel like a lot of people do just come there and try and sit and get easy picks. Moving on to the Bringberg Hotel, there's not too many in this map. This one I particularly like. Right outside of A spawn, you get on the flower bed and you can kind of mount here, and you can kind of see everyone coming through the archways and crossing over. That will obviously be a long shot. You got a bit of room to play with. Another spot's here next to this marble kind of desk thing, and you can't be seen as long as you're crouching, And yes, that will be a long shot there too, trying to get people coming out of like the dining room area. But there isn't too many on Bringberg Hotel that I like personally and have a lot of high traffic. Crown Raceway is again the same, another map with a lot of long range areas. But this one I find works really, really well. Again, B flag will be here. You can post yourself up down the either side of this like roadway raceway thing, and you're gonna get long shots there. I found this spot to be very consistent, same with the El Bagra one as well. Another good spot as well is to come down either side of like the two long ways, and obviously that's going to be long shot. I find this area works really well because people try and cross over to go to, I think A or C is there, I can't remember correctly now, but one of the points is actually there, and if you can get in this spot early, you will get a lot of people crossing over or just coming over to try and cap A or C. Another little interesting long shot area is if you put your back up against the wall in these window rooms, either side of the window room, it does count as a long shot, but you have to have your back up against the wall. And my lovely assistant over there, my partner Amy, Chicken, she was standing right up against the window on the other side. So you do have a lot of room to work with there. And I thought that was a very interesting place to get some long shots as well. Now moving over to El Asilo, I really, really like this map for long shot. This has to be one of my best maps to get long shots in. I nearly got all 25 kills in this one area alone. And that is, I get on the fence. You can get on the fence, you can prone, and you just watch these doors. A lot of people come through here, a lot of people try and run up the ladder. All of it will count as a long shot up until nearly that archway. When they come through that concrete archway on your side, it will not count. And another really good spot in El Asilo is up on top of this hill. I'm sure you guys have probably seen a lot of people posted up here. It is because they're most likely trying to get their long shots. So again, this isn't super high traffic, but you do get some people that come around here, play flanked long angles or come over and take A or C. And another good spot as well is you got the trees here, so use them, mount up, and you can see everyone coming down like that fenced alleyway, and you can see everyone coming into like this grass courtyard area, and all of that is gonna count as long shots. Love to see it. Moving on to the next one map, guys, we do have Embassy, and Embassy again is another great map to get long shots in because there's a lot of these little concrete things around, and you can just mount up and you can hold the long angles and get easy peasy long shot kills. Again, holding here, people going up top there, that counts as long shot. Again, them coming around the corner also counts as long shot. You've got a lot of room to work with there. That was like 55 meters. Another spot is holding down mid behind this like plant pot thing, and that will also be long shot potential. Now, last but not least, we do have Tarak. I bet you guys didn't see this one coming. Obviously, Tarak is probably one of the biggest 6v6 maps we have, but the best spot to get long shots in this map, it has to be this green and white building, like right in the bottom right, left corner, whatever way you're looking at the map. I'm pretty sure you guys know of this building. This is a great place to get a long shot because you get a whole overview of Tarak essentially. So you got like multiple angles, all of them are going to be long shot. The only issue is people catch on pretty quickly that you're up on top of this like building slash tower thing. You kind of get pushed very, very aggressively, especially if you got like you're playing against like a full team where they're using comms and everything. They will get everyone to come over and get you out of this building. Don't you worry about that. So there isn't really any other good places in Tarak, I find, like that you can just post up and just hold angles. But Tarak is such a big map in general. There's a lot of areas to get long shots anyways. So even if you are getting pushed down to this area, there's multiple areas around the map that you can just sit and hope that enemies push your location and you can get easy long shots. Now that's basically it for all the little sneaky angles that you guys can post up inside of 6v6 to try and get easy long shots. I thought I would just make an in-depth guide on this because you need like over 1,000 long shots for all your platinum camo challenges. All of the platinum camo challenges are long shot, but obviously the ARs and like LMGs and stuff are going to be more of the annoying ones to do because the shotguns, the SMGs and pistols, they have a shorter distance before they count as a long shot. So they are all going to work inside of 6v6, whereas the ARs and the LMGs, they kind of feel weird because the maps just don't feel long enough, and ground war can be a pain in the ass because everyone's fucking sniping. When tier 1 game mode does drop though, this grind will be that much easier because we'll have hardcore mode and most of the guns are going to be one shot at long distance anyway, so you won't have to worry about trying to deal with recoil, spray down enemies or anything. If you hit them, they're probably gonna die. Hopefully this video did help you guys out. Appreciate all the love and support as always, and until next time, stay safe, peace out.